Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Gigi, and here are the featured artists for our artist shoutout. If you'd like to submit your artwork to be featured, check out the details in the description box below. For today's lesson and project, you will need a pencil, paper, primary color, crayons or markers, and a shape worksheet. Once you have gathered those up, let's dive into today's lesson. In the elements of art, shape is a flat 2D enclosed area of artwork created through lines, textures, colors, etc. Types of shapes we will be focusing on in today's video are geometric and organic shapes. Geometric shapes are your basic shapes like circles, squares, triangles. Organic shapes are free-form, unpredictable, and flowing in appearance. These shapes visually suggest a natural world like animals, plants, sky, sea, etc. Let's dive into our first geometric shape, a circle. In the first box on the left, we're going to draw a circle. There are many ways to draw one, but for this worksheet, we're going to be starting in a clockwise motion. Remember to draw lightly, and then once you're happy with the shape, then draw a little bit darker over your light lines. Once we're done with our circle, let's move on to our next geometric shape, the square. Now you can obviously take an easy way and trace the square that's already on the paper, but I invite you to draw your own square and focus on drawing your line straight. Squares have even lines on all sides and 4 corners. Now that we're done with our square, let's move on to our next geometric shape, the triangle. Triangles come in all shapes and sizes. Just remember that triangles have straight lines and 3 corners. Now that the triangle's done, the last geometric shape that we're going to be covering is the rectangle. Rectangles are very similar to squares. The rectangle should have 2 sides that are longer than the other 2. Though just like a square, they have 4 corners and could be drawn in a similar way. Now that our rectangle is complete, that's all the geometric shapes that we'll be covering for this lesson. Let's move on to our 2 organic shapes down at the bottom. The first one being a pear shape. I put in some guiding arrows to help you draw the shape. The last organic shape we'll be covering is another really identifiable shape, the heart. Combining straight and curvy lines to form one of the most iconic shapes that we see during February for Valentine's Day in the US. Now that we're done with our shapes, let's dive into our lesson. Let's grab our materials and start. For this lesson, we are going to focus on the 4 geometric shapes that we learned. We're going to draw 4 circles, 4 squares, 4 triangles, and 4 rectangles, in any which way you'd like for this project. You could separate them or overlap them. I've included some different ways that you could do this for the project. Feel free to use these as inspiration for your project or make it your own different way. The first way I'll be showing you is by separating them into a row and putting all 4 shapes in that row. Once I'm done drawing my shapes, I'm going to start coloring them with my markers. The top row is going to be all red, the next row blue, then yellow for the next row after that, and then the 4th row is going to be red again. The next project I'm going to be doing is just like the first project, only jumbling the shapes around instead of making them into a neat row. And then I'm going to be using the primary colors again to color them. The final project, I'm going to be taking all those shapes that we just talked about, the 4 shapes with the circle, square, triangle, and rectangle, and then overlap them in different sizes. And just using the primary colors, we're going to make sure that none of the primary colors touch, or at least the same ones. Once you're done with your project, feel free to outline the shapes and then add some lines, add some designs on there, just like how we did with the primary color project. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. We'll see you next time.